Praise Jesus, everybody. Thank you for joining me for the Michael Tobin Show. Our flag was still there. Okay, it is 9:08 a.m. Pacific time, and the date is September 25th, Monday. Well, there's a lot of headlines and everything. One of them that sticks out is the NFL ruined football Sunday. And somebody had a headline. That was a headline, and their sub-headline in smaller print was, there was a time when Sundays were meant for football. So I was thinking, you all know what side I'm on, but I'm thinking, excuse me, there was a time when Sunday was meant for church. And then when sports took over Sunday, there was an uproar. But even before Sunday was meant for church, Saturday was meant for church, because Saturday is the true Sabbath. But I'm good with Sundays, because remember, we don't worship a day, we worship God. And Sunday is a day of rest. As long as we have a day of rest, that's all that matters. But NFL, they certainly did, along with all of their encouragement from all kinds of different sides, they ruined football Sunday. It was like a horrible, horrible weekend. But I want to say a lot of people also are saying that this is nothing more than an attack against our president. Well, that is at the top of the list. He is, but he is not the cherry on the cake. What it is the fool's puppet masters are manipulating the people whose minds are now right, because they've already gone through a couple of decades of brainwashing in school and rewriting of history. Now they are ripe for the picking. They think they are doing this good, monumental, profound thing by being philosophical with, well, what is basically how stupid they are. They're splitting hairs and they're comparing apples to oranges, all for their puppet masters, which is really to do away with the national anthem and to do away with the American flag for reasons so obvious. And it is almost like we're going back in time in the 1970s. And we have to start being patriotic again. Churches will be having the flags proudly displayed on tall poles, stands, and everything. And I'm 53 years old. When I was about 23 years old, 24, when I started going to church, I started seeing American flags in churches and hearing elder preachers preach about how blessed we are in the United States. And I'm like, man, I have never heard anybody talk like this. I love it. I love my country. So if all we do is just keep on speaking for love of God and love of country, young people whose minds are ripe for change, who are influential and vulnerable, they will be actually attracted and drawn to actually what is right, and not a whole bunch of deception and division. And so there you have it. The real reason behind this is because people who are communistic in their goals, they want to do away with our flag. But the thing is we're gonna actually die for our flag, because if you don't respect the flag, you have never been handed a flag after a loved one dies. That is the best argument. Another argument I heard was, if you want to live in a country where you have to stand for the flag, move to North Korea. And another one was, well, symbolism doesn't mean anything unless you apply meaning to it. Excuse me, let's go back about a minute. People have died for our nation and for you. That flag represents every single one of us, and meaning has already been put on it. So it is not up to us to wash away all that meaning that is on our flag and our national anthem and our nation, to wash all the meaning away and say, we're going to put meaning on it, so we're going to change it. No, that's neither here nor there. It's just another argument. The exploitation of a U.S. president, it just happens to be Donald Trump. He is at the top of the hill, but he is not the cherry on the cake. The cherry on the cake is to do away with our American flag, the red, white, and blue, Old Glory, and our national anthem, and change it into something else, to where, yes, we will be all required to stand for the national anthem, and even to say the Pledge of Allegiance, which has already been pretty much washed out of all of our schools. But the time that we started our Pledge of Allegiance and singing our national anthem, which there's a debate, there's a couple of them, but we chose the one for the flag, the Star Spangled Banner. And it was a time where we wanted to. The government did not initiate it. It never has been a law that we have to stand for our flag and face a flag and sing the national anthem. It is not required. It is an honor. So that's what separates us and makes us exceptional. Look up the word exceptionalism. That's what separates us from every other country. So enough with all these silly little arguments and memes and cartoons. They sound clever, but they're really not. Thank you for joining me on the Michael Tobin Show. I'm going to a job interview with one of my sons. God bless you. Pray for us that we get gainful employment. And I will be speaking to you sometime soon. Bless you and have a wonderful day. And share this broadcast. School's out.